Trust the guardians, trust the guides, trust the open and what's inside. When the moon is high, it's time to fly. Open your mind, let it all unwind. Let's get disengaged, time to engage. Turn another page, free from your cage. Get disenraged. When you feel like you've had enough and the week was busy and tough, you need a break, you need some fun. You need to take time from the run. We'll blow your mind. We're just in time. Seek and ye shall find. Time to unwind. Let's get disenraged. Time to engage. Turn another page, free from your cage. Get disenraged. Aliens, ghosts, spirits and shadows, spirituality, ultra reality, the Bible, the pagans, all the conspiracies, tarot, astrology, and alternate history. Open your heart to other possibilities and get disenraged. Time to engage. Turn another page, free from your cage. Get disenraged, 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 disenraged.
What up, Jennifer? Happy Tuesday. What's going on?
Can you hear me? I don't. Is it working?
Kind of. Well, I can
so
hear you.
lame.
I don't know that it's working, but I can hear you. What the fuck?
I'm bringing my microphone.
What are you doing? You look like the meme of the cat that got too close to the camera.
Well, because for some reason StreamYard is not letting me use my microphone. And
Wow.
so it's making
You don't need to be right up next to the camera to talk. I can hear you just fine.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Fine. How's
Yeah,
this? Okay.
Bot's making some sort of meme of you right now or something, I promise you.
Wait, like this?
Oh my god, why?
I'm
Why?
a good sport. Bot knows I'm a good sport. Treat me with care, Bot.
Man. Well, it's okay. It's okay to have a broken week with the audio because I'm broken, Jennifer. I'm dead. The socialism conference killed me. There's nothing left. I have been spiritually drained. I have no energy. I can't think about socialism anymore. It's over. I'm done. Career over.
Yay,
Life
Karlyn's knitting channel now. Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna go back to knitting. And you remember when I was gonna make a career selling slime or something? I'm like, slime is back on the table. Knitting is back on the table. Can I just watch other people's internet content that's not socialism for the rest of my life and just like get people to pay me money to do that?
Hey, we could start a writing channel. We can join BookTube.
What the fuck was I thinking? Basing an entire career on watching socialism all the time? That shit was gonna kill me eventually.
It'll get to you. Yeah. I'm glad you recognized it and took a break.
Yeah. I'm broketh. I am broketh by the socialism. I am broketh by the socialism. I need another exorcism. Jennifer, remember when you gave me an exorcism? That was pretty great.
Shumana.
I was telling someone about that last night. I know someone who went undercover at the socialism conference, and I was talking to him, And and he was like, Karlyn, I have seen things I cannot unsee. I was like, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's brutal. But I kind of grew up around those people because you were in Boulder and I'm very familiar with Boulder. So like I've seen these people before. So it wasn't as shocking to me to be around such a dense population of them. They have gotten stranger for sure over the years.
It was like when Victor came with me to Boston Pride, like a month ago, where we went to Boston to cover and like we ran into accidentally the queer Marxist people like the day before, and like Victor and I are walking through the crowd. I'm just looking at Victor, and he's like, he's like trying not to make comments about, because like you're seeing all this crazy shit. You're seeing like these big hairy men in dresses and women with beards and like all this. I'm like, and it's like just like everyone. I'm just like, okay, well,
yep. Just tell them you breathe normally. Don't make eye contact with anybody. Just head down. We'll get through it.
Yeah, that was basically. I was like, Victor, we're going in. We're getting brochures and literature and zines, and we're getting out. And he just like followed me and was like watching me, so that like because I kept darting away. I was like, I have to like go to all the booths and get all the shit. And like Victor's just like standing back watching me, making sure I don't get the shit kicked out of me.
Just in case you get recognized.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't even wearing a disguise. This was the thing, is like I was not prepared to run into the Queer Marxist Festival. Yeah. We were just going out to dinner. I wasn't even wearing a disguise or anything. I was like, this could go horribly wrong in so many ways, and yet I can't not do that. Like I can't not. Like it's a professional obligation. So weird stuff.
Yeah, well, we went to Tennessee last weekend.
Oh yeah.
And well, not this last weekend, the weekend before. And it was a really great time. Got to see some friends. We looked at some property. Nothing's going to work out just yet, but we're back to plan A, which is we are buying. In fact, I just got approved for our new RV trailer. Yes. It's big. It's 37 feet and it's very nice. It's brand new too, which we didn't need brand new. It was just that was the only one that had the color scheme we liked for the particular model. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be signing the loan for that this week. And I am digging out my old trailer, my little sweetie 2000 Starcraft that has seen us through camping with our puppies and everything. And I redid like the whole interior of it. So I'm like super emotional. And as I've been crying off and on. Because I'm like looking through this little camper that's been our family camper for years, and it was the last time we had Phelan and Keena together. Was in that camper because the last time we went camping, we got home, and that's when Phelan died. Oh, so man. There's lots of memories, and it was really hard. I actually kind of had a real minor panic attack, and decided I'll just do a little bit today. I don't have to do it all today, and so I just did a little bit and cleaned it out. But we are going to be selling it, and I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind if someone just hit fast forward on my life and I could just get to the other side of everything. Because I'm already worn out and I haven't even really started dealing with all the stuff we have to do.
Oh, it's going to be fine, Jennifer. This is like going through the initiation ritual.
That's easy. I'm totally down. Take my
You're like, I've been initiated a million times from Sunday, Karlyn. What the fuck are you talking about? Moving is way worse.
It's totally worse. It's not just moving though. It's moving across country, and I'm totally fine. I'm fine. I have tea. I'm good.
And it's all going to work out. Mm-hmm. It's going to be fine. All right. Well, because I am broken and your microphone is broken, I decided we were going to take an easier night tonight. Yes. And I considered some other options, but where I landed on, it was one of those moments, Jennifer, where it was like a gift was given to me by the universe, and the universe served it up to me, and they said, this is what you need to watch. And so I was on my YouTube my YouTube homepage, and it was just like, it was so clear to me. And it was one of the videos that was recommended was Channeling Eric, the woke movement, parts 1 and 2. And I was like, yes. Yeah, this is actually perfect. We don't need to do anything hard. We don't need to talk about fucking ayahuasca or DMT or Cambo Frog or any like initiation ritual. We don't need to talk about the Egyptian mystery schools. We don't need to talk about Neville Goddard even. That might even be a bit too complicated. No, this is exactly at the level that I need right now. Yeah.
I like it. let's do it. I think
Yeah.
both of us are a little fried. This is familiar territory for everybody. I think we'll do well.
Yeah. Exactly. So we got 2 parts. It's gonna be a relatively short episode. The first one, well, they're about half-hour long each. So that'll take us about three hours to watch probably.
Yeah,
and
we can stretch that out for sure.
So it'll be fine. All right, we're doing channeling Eric, the woke movement. Actually, do I even have the sound set up? That might be a good question, Jennifer. Do I even have the sound set up correctly? Probably not.
I can't get mine set up, so I don't know. Yours.
All right, it's fine. All right, let's go. Let's watch. Alex Jones cried today? What was Alex Jones crying?
Oh, yeah, he cried because of the Epstein stuff.
Yo, can we just talk about that? Hang on.
Oh my God.
Hang on a fucking second. So Trump wants us to believe that Epstein definitely didn't kill himself, and there was no client list, and no one was blackmailed ever. And it's like, hey guys, it's all over. Don't worry. We looked into it and nothing happened. Don't worry about it.
You have your best interests at heart. Your call is important.
Yep.
No, this is such bullshit. A lot of people are very angry about this. I've been kind of off and on watching different takes on it throughout the day. Tucker Carlson's getting into it. Of course, Tim Pool, Glenn Beck. A lot of people are into it. And I haven't even gotten through all the stuff I want to look at just to hear the different takes. But so far, I guess the going theory is like they got in and realized how thick the soup was, and that it might be in not just the country's best interest, but the world's best interest, just to kind of go, let's just let that, leave it alone. And then the other thing I've heard is that this was actually a global operation, that Epstein was approved by the CIA to do this so they could get dirt on various leaders and important people throughout the world. And so this was just this giant, it's not a psyop, but it's like a giant just operation to get information and blackmail material on people, and that Epstein wasn't supposed to have ever gotten caught per se. And he definitely didn't kill himself. Yeah.
Jennifer, what country do you suppose was behind this global plot to get blackmail on everyone?
Oh, it was the U.S. It was absolutely.
Well, maybe another country though.
Israel.
Yeah. Which country has the intelligence agency that is better at blackmail than any other country, Jennifer?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think it was like actually like one of those what's the British one? What's their big like CIA equivalent? MI6 or something like that. Yeah. They were in on it, and apparently some other super secret organizations. It was like a big data share agreement. Mm-hmm. And so now they're burying it because it would implicate the people who put the program together. So those are the two things I've heard today.
Yeah. Nick says, my beautiful daughter is in town for the next 5 weeks. That's awesome, Nick. That's much happier than Jeffrey Epstein.
It's much cleaner and nicer.
Much cleaner and nicer. Well, evil wins again. Everything. I want someone to. She better do an episode on channeling Epstein. I got to tell you, like, she's got to channel something related to this.
Oh, that reminds me. One of our friends of community put. Oh, I gotta reach out to them again. Has someone who may channel for us.
We're gonna get to channel Hitler, and I'm gonna get out to ask whatever questions I want.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. So I just I got to reach back out and say, yeah, activate this plan. Yes. And they have a friend who may be able to do some channeling for us. So
that would be the best thing that has ever happened ever. We can channel everyone.
Epstein, Hitler. Yeah. Let's see who else would be really cool. Disney. I want to talk to Walt Disney. I know. I want to know if he's actually anti-Semitic or not. Like I've heard.
I actually just was thinking the same thing. I was like, Walt, were you anti? What do you think of the Jews, Walt?
What do you think of what they're doing to Snow White, Walt? That's what I want to know. And all your beautiful movies that they're trashing now.
We should channel all these old actors and celebrities and ask them all what they think of the Jews. Should. That should be like us when we do our channeling show, Jennifer. This is going to be like our standard question. So, what do you actually think?
we just
Henry
make that
Ford.
the first
We'll do
question
a
so
whole.
you just get it out of the way?
We'll do a whole interview with Henry Ford.
Oh my god. Let's see who else is dead. Ayn Rand is dead. We should talk to Ayn Rand too.
Yeah,
like,
we
how
should
do you
definitely talk to Rand.
How do you feel about like all of your predictions with Atlas Shrugged and the Fountainhead? What do you think about what's going on now? I want to hear about that kind of shit. That would be really cool.
Yeah, the show can be called Not Anti-Semitic Channeling.
Thank you, Reagan.
That's a great suggestion, Reagan.
Totally not. You I know everybody who's usually friends of like with watches of Karlyn Watch knows what this joke is. But anyway, what else? I was thinking we got to channel Karl Marx.
Yeah, we have to do that. Yeah,
and Lenin and all those assholes.
All of the socialists. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get our own channel. It's very exciting. All right, back to wokeism or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing remotely anti-Semitic. That's really what I should have named something controversial. It's like nothing remotely anti-Semitic.
I'm dead.
This is the name of the new channeling show. Nothing remotely anti-Semitic.
It has a good rhythm to it.
All right. Everyone stop having fun. Moving on.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome
Hello,
to
Lisa.
our YouTube channel. And we have the lovely Michelle Gray, whose information will be on the splash screen, but also in the description box, in case you don't catch that one. We are going to channel my son, Eric, and people are like, who's Eric? He is my son who is now in the afterlife, who has an amazing perspective as a spirit, not a human being, on different topics. And he's also able to bring in a lot of notable figures where a lot of times, mediums can't do that on their own without a little help from our little friend, Eric. Hi, Eric. I love you.
Hi, Mom. I love you so much. He says, hi, everybody.
And we're going to talk about the woke movement. So this is something that has been bothering me for a while, but let's talk about the woke movement first. Paula has been so wonderful in gathering questions from the community, but she always puts a little bit of background, which I think is amazing. The term was originally coined by progressive Black Americans and used in racial justice movements in the early to mid 1900s. To be woke politically in the Black community means that someone is informed, educated, and conscious of social injustice and racial inequality.
So Marxist.
Beginning
socialist.
in the 2010s, it came to encompass a broader awareness of social inequities
with dogs. I'll be right back.
Inequalities such as racial injustice, sexism, and the denial of LGBT rights. Yes, nobody likes inequality, obviously.
Well, I
So
wouldn't
here are
say
the questions
that. I would not say that at all.
from the community. I love you, community. You guys are so brilliant. When I was a kid in the 80s, I'm recording good. Ooh, almost, heart almost dropped there, but yes. Okay. When I was a kid in the 80s, being woke was a positive thing. At what point did that change, Eric? And why has the MAGA movement done everything possible to discourage the fairness and visibility that once were cornerstone
Alicia.
in being woke?
Oh, come on.
What
you
I
don't
missed?
believe this.
So Eric says that being
Shit.
woke
Hang on.
is
I just fucked up my knitting. Hang on. Emergency.
No!
Emergency. I just pulled my knitting needles out of the knitting. Hang on. I can fix this real quick. Hang on. I just need to pay attention to something before I move. Okay. So Elisa has already messed this up, Jennifer, and I'm very upset because Alicia started this off saying, why has the MAGA movement come against fairness and equality?
Oh, no.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, and it's like, she used to be a libertarian, so what the fuck happened? I feel like she knows what this is, and she should know it's not about fairness and equality.
Oh my God, my dog just tangled herself up in my keyboard cord.
Oh God, everything's going to hell.
Issues.
My knitting's getting broken. Elisa Medhus doesn't know what the woke movement is.
Why does
Dogs are ruining everything.
she automatically like the MAGA movement is against? Who even?
I don't know. Like,
Equality.
let's listen again.
Come
Maybe
on.
I misheard.
Ugh.
Look, why has the MAGA movement gone against fairness and equality?
Eric, and why has the MAGA movement done everything possible to discourage the
Everything
fairness
possible.
and visibility that once were cornerstones in being woke?
See,
So Eric says that
This is like a non sequitur.
being woke, it is, so it stems from, he says, the foundational energy is oppression.
Yes.
socialism.
So he says, if you think about everything that we've experienced as a society for a very, very, very long time, are these different spouts of oppression in different areas. And he says, so now let's not confuse woke with awakening, but if we look at the movement, and he says generational changes, he says the generation that is in, he says, between the 20s, even a little bit younger, so 18, he says, to 40, there's a generation in there that is a different energy and is here to
So
make
millennials
a
and
shift.
Zeds.
So
Yeah.
he says, why is there an increase in attention? Because the oppression can no longer, he
Oh,
says, think of
come
the changes in the
on.
world, the awakening process itself.
Oh, it's
He
gonna make
says
me
it can
mad,
no
isn't it?
longer stay. And so it's shifted to something much bigger. But he says this is still part of the teaching and learning.
Yeah.
Even though he says we all know that there are pieces to it that are uncomfortable, but he says this does stem from oppression, and so there is truth in this.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is, he says, as a society, we are surrendering. We're being asked to surrender. So he says this movement has started to squeeze. It's giving a lot of squeezing to our collective. And he says, and as we say this, how does this make everyone feel? How do you feel squeezed by this subject matter?
Well, all of these lists that these groups, they have been oppressed.
Yes.
That's causing the racial injustice, the LGBT rights denial, anti-women, ageist even. So yeah, it's a problem.
This is
All
so
right, so next
sad.
question.
This is
Is
so
the woke movement
sad.
meant to
Why is
prepare
she
all
doing
of
this
us
to
for the
us?
next level of enlightenment and to help us transition from into 4D from 3D?
No.
Those are dimensions.
Yes, and he says, well, yes, of course,
No!
because anything that creates a change, anything that promotes thinking, anything that allows somebody to
No,
look
this is
at
gonna ruin everything.
injustice,
This is not
he
going how I
says
thought it would at
that
all.
gives the opportunity for one to go deeper within themselves. So yes, this is all part of the process.
Okay. Is
But
the
I think we have to go
cancel culture
backwards
part
before we
of the
can go
woke
forwards.
movement? Like cancel.
Hang on, what would you just say?
Is this like we have to go backwards before we can go forwards, and MAGA's here to send us backwards?
I don't think so. I think they actually think that the woke stuff is like positive. I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, that too. That
I'm
too.
so confused right now.
This is the channel I think you and I weren't overly fond of.
No, this is not. This is a different person. We haven't seen her before, I don't think.
Oh, okay. I thought she looked a little familiar.
No,
Maybe
I mean she does kind of look like the one we didn't really like as much, but
she's got
I
the
don't
mood lighting going too.
think this is her. Yes, I think it's a different one.
Huh.
Oh man. Okay, well let's just give it some time, Jen. Maybe they need to warm up. Maybe they just got started.
I expect more from Eric though. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, for real. Eric needs to rein this shit in. It's not fair.
No
past
politics
events of
afterlife.
history to align with the mindset of today. I don't know that we should cancel past events. We should keep them there in our minds and our hearts to learn from them. Whether they're negative, well, there's no negative experience. These are all just lessons from the past too. But anyway, let's get the wise ones viewpoint on that. Eric?
He says, well, he goes, Mom, he says, canceling is a judgment. Canceling is saying, we're going to take this, but we're not going to take this. That's not the way history is. That's not the way we learn. We don't learn from picking and choosing what we're going to keep, what we're going to cancel, what we're going to admit, because even the things that we've experienced that we perceive as negative, as we know, he says, is a very important part of the learning process. We learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, I agree. And this toppling like George Washington statues or defacing paintings of him and others just because he was a slave owner, I think that's wrong. Yes, that was not good. But the first slave owner was actually a black man. But that's something we can learn from.
It's true.
That horrible part of
Mhm.
our history, we should never forget, ever forget. So that's just me saying that, although obviously I'm against slavery. Unless it's my children. Go do the wash. I'm kidding. What is the agenda of the woke movement? The
Socialism.
ultimate agenda.
Like I said, this is a bit of a tricky one
It's
because
not,
we
actually,
have to
Eric.
remember that
It's
Yeah.
not.
although actually the woke movement is about education, it is about understanding, it's
No.
looking back and saying, where were we and where are we
Eric.
now?
Ah.
What is acceptable today? Where
Okay,
is
hang
the
on,
humanity in
pause.
You know
today?
what? You know what,
And he
Jennifer?
says-
I'm of a mindset right now that I'm going to send Elisa Matthews an email. I'm going to be like, we need to talk to your son.
I agree.
I'm not even fucking joking. I'm like, Elisa, like, this is not acceptable in any way, and he needs to answer for this.
He needs to get somebody else who knows what they're talking about. Because remember,
Yeah.
just because Eric is in spirit does not mean he is omnipotent, knows all things, suddenly enlightened. He is still his own contained POV. So I just kind of want to remind people, some people think that just because they're spirits means they know everything. He's still seeing what he wants to see in his own perspective. And I
This
think
is so disturbing. It makes you question everything when something like this happens. You're like, what did I even believe in?
why
what
are,
is even
why are there
real?
politics in the afterlife? Stop it.
What have I done with my life?
Do I need to look at this with an open mind? Yes, but not so
No.
open my brains fall out.
Exactly. Eric was very young when he died. Like, he probably thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't know everything. Okay. I don't care if he's in spirit or not. He is wrong.
He's
And he
still
needs to sit in his
observing.
wrongness and be wrong.
He's still observing what he's observing. I think this would have been better if they had someone who was maybe an expert, in wokeness versus like the whole, like if they had someone who was dead that they could talk to about it, or a higher spirit, maybe, because like the Pleiadians and all those guys are all anti-woke and all, they're very.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
That's not like that's part of why I'm so surprised about this. I'm like, Eric, Eric, go fucking talk to the Pleiadians. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. We need to bring in a Pleiadian for Eric to go, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Well, can we arrange that? Can we get Elisa Matthews on this channel and some channel? She can bring a channel with her, and they can bring Eric and the Palladians, and we're gonna be like, okay, we're all having a meeting now. Everyone sit out. Eric, you shut up and listen.
Plug in, open your ears.
Like, with all due respect, but
yeah. I think he's definitely looking at things from his own. Well, and also when you're young, a lot of us were kind of more liberal minded when we were teenagers, because we weren't logical yet.
because we were stupid.
And that.
We
Not
were
me though. I was very
stupid.
smart.
Well, you were raised in a cult, Jennifer, so.
Well, I had to break out of that on my own too, so that caused me to be incredibly skeptical. Yeah.
But the agenda, is there an agenda to this? Yeah, there is. He says he goes, well, let's look at marketing schemes.
Yeah, Eric's been dead
says,
for
"Do
a
you
while,
know
so maybe the
how
definition
many
changed."
Companies are using the woke movement as a way to push a product or push to get a hold of a certain demographic.
Is Eric a
And he
socialist?
says, and
Eric's talking about rainbow
for our
capitalism.
knowledge to understand that many of
That's
the
what I was
CEO
wondering.
Was he
or
a
the investors
communist?
to a lot of these big companies are not aligned with any of that at all.
Anti-capitalism.
So there's a lot of gaslighting that's happening.
Oh
with
my
a lot
God.
of this. So he says
Eric
there's
was a
core
fucking
truth to it,
communist.
and that's why there's so much passion.
Oh no, this is gonna ruin this
No!
channel for us.
Why
Oh
they're
God.
right, because
Oh
they
God,
know
find a
that
different
they
video,
feel it.
Karlyn,
They
fast.
know the
No, we
injustice,
have
they
to see
feel
it through Jennifer. We're
But he
watching.
says
Oh, God.
there's also many different areas in our society that are taking advantage of that as well.
Yeah, I think that a
Oh,
lot of people have
no.
co-opted the truth behind the woke movement, the core of it that has value to try to make money off of it. Like that sometimes backfires. Look what happened to Budweiser.
Oh, go
Yes.
woke, go
What,
broke.
what happened to
Yeah.
Target with the tuck-friendly clothing? I mean,
See,
I
Elisa
think some
doesn't
of
even
it just
buy
goes
into this stuff. This is why she doesn't even like it.
past where it should, frankly.
Karlyn, I gotta tell you a quick
And
thing.
then
hang
what
on, hang on, hang
happens
on.
is there's
Go ahead.
So she's just mentioned Budweiser and Dylan Mulvaney and all that.
Yeah.
So when I was in Tennessee and visiting a couple friends there, they didn't even. So he drinks, the male friend, there's a friend couple. The guy drinks Budweiser, and he drinks it by like the vat, right? So he's always got it. And my mom and dad and I were hanging out with him and his wife in their bar, and my dad's like, "Oh, you still drink Budweiser even after what happened, huh?" And he's like, "What happened?" Like, he had no idea. These people, they are not on social media. They don't watch YouTube. They barely watch the news. They're so disconnected. And I was like, "Oh, Dylan Mulvaney." He's like, "I don't even know who that is." And I was like, "Oh, this is so refreshing." Oh my God, I love it. It was like they were like, whatever. I just want to like have my guns. I want to be free on my own property. I don't give a fuck. And it was just so refreshing not to hear like someone who knew what was going on. It was just a clean palette for conversation. It was really fun. But I explained what happened, and he just kind of looked at me like, "That's fucked up." But I like the beer before Dylan Mulvaney, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who Bud hires to do a commercial. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's the correct attitude. It's like, man,
so much uproar and division about it that the minds are off of the truth behind it, the oppression and what needs to be done about it. So
he says that's right, Mom, because
no.
what it creates, and there's my throat chakra there, it starts to suppress the voices. It
yeah,
starts to suppress the truth of what really needs to be looked at,
Oh,
and it ends up becoming
my
I stand
God.
on this side, you stand on that side, I'm right, you're wrong. And
You're donating on
says it's
Eric's
just like
behalf.
being in a
I'm sure he
schoolyard
appreciates
and
that.
yelling and screaming at each other.
Thank you, Bot.
Go anywhere. It doesn't solve anything.
that's right.
Jeez.
Now I can't find my slide, Karlyn.
Look at it mutate to serve
sorry.
the highest good for all. I mean, yes, we've got the beautiful core that needs to be
No, it's
nurtured
not
and
beautiful.
fostered and
It's
paid attention to.
socialism.
But you have all this other offshoots that it's created, my throat too, that has deflated it, that has brandished it negatively in some people's minds. So how can it mutate so that it does serve the highest and greatest good of the collective?
Oh my God,
He says
Elisa!
the evolution of consciousness. And he says, we have to remember there's a lot of factors to the evolution of our consciousness.
The abolition
every
of our
individual, as well as
consciousness.
the support that
What
we
does that
get
even mean?
around our evolution from spiritual beings.
Abolition means to liberate yourself from capitalism. He's talking about decolonizing the mind. I did not see this going this way at all. He's talking like a communist. The abolition of our consciousness.
Beings from higher dimensional beings that are very.
I have nothing. I can't even think of anything to say. I'm just blown over.
So he says, in the evolution, we have to look at what we understand today. And he says we are moving into a place, and he says, yeah, it's taking some time, and it's going to take some time, because he says we're moving to a place where we can start to move leaders into a position that are not interested in the financial part of it.
Oh yeah, okay, Eric.
Good luck
that's
with that.
What we're really looking for is.
Should I do a dropper of these buzz drops?
I think you might want to. Yeah.
Guide us as a collective, and not necessarily those that are interested for their own gain or the gain of a certain upper society.
I think the part of the woke movement that I like the least is the fact that people are so offended and so sensitive about the silliest things. Hey, you know what? I just should tell them, hey, you try losing a son, I'll tell you what's important and offensive, okay?
Nice.
But seriously, any little mispronoun thing or whatever, I mean, it just gets everybody in, so you have this snowflake culture, this infantilized adults who have to
True.
have rooms on the
Okay.
campus so
We're
that they can play
back.
with Play-Doh to help whatever. Am I being too insensitive, Eric? But I
No.
mean,
You are not
it
being
seems
insensitive enough,
it's
Alicia.
created more division
You need to
and
be more insensitive.
offense.
And he says, Mom, he goes, so let's talk about that for a second because this is important to understand.
Oh, no.
He says that you're right, it creates division. And there is a lot of division. He says a division in, he's saying boomers, like being called boomers and being of a certain society. You are toxic. You are tragic. He's saying all of these things from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And then he says, and then the opposite is you're too soft. You're too this. You're too sensitive. And he goes, is there a middle ground to this? Well, there is. And here's the thing. We have to understand. And he goes, and Mom, you know this so well. Going through something tragic and going through pain is what often brings us to a point of understanding deeper, a point of being able to move forward. Because many times, especially with you, Mom, he says you had no choice.
Yeah.
You had no choice. It was exactly what it was, and you had to move forward. So he says, when it comes to healing, when it comes to true healing, what is it that allows each individual to really dig down deep, to be able to feel, to be able to release generational trauma, to be able to release the pain that maybe they experienced in their childhood? And he says, this isn't saying that anyone does not hold pain or did not have a difficult childhood. What this is saying is what triggers you. Are you being triggered? We have to allow people to feel triggered. Now, at the same time, he says there is also on the other side people that just don't accept. So people that are just not accepting to there being another way. And so on both sides, how about some acceptance? But here's some advice. If you feel triggered, if somebody is mislabeling you, if somebody is
mislabeling, that's not a boomer concern.
He says if your first inclination is to defend and fight back and put somebody in your place, he says take yourself out of what the subject matter is and go down deeply to say, what is it in my life, or what does this remind me of why I feel so triggered by this? Because
that is actually good advice,
triggers
to be
are
fair.
there to help us heal, and that's part of what the deep healing really is.
So that's good. But instead of canceling or going in a room and playing with Play-Doh, I mean, I think each generation needs to find their voice, set their boundaries, find their power again, instead of always being the oppressed versus the victim. Why can't we meld together and be a thriver and an oppressor that has learned the evil of their ways? Or you know what I mean? I mean, there's got to be a healthier approach than to take distant corners.
He says yes, and he's showing sitting at the table, and he says rather than sitting at opposite ends of the table, can we sit side by side?
Yeah.
Can we sit beside each other? Can we allow each other
the
to
woke
have
movement
our
is the one
beliefs, and can
preventing
we
that, you
speak without
idiots.
hurting each other? He goes, you know, if you have a conversation and you're able to have a conversation with someone, you might learn something.
Oh,
You
come
might
on.
learn from a perspective.
That's so condescending.
So he says that's exactly what this is it's no longer going to be, and he says more and more as we go forward, acceptable to hold division. He says fifth dimensional energy is oneness, and being able to come together, not to be the same, not to think the same.
The woke movement wants everyone to be the same.
To be able to see, I am you and you
literally
are me,
that's what equity is.
Embody that here on earth.
So how can we help? Because you know, when people are shrinking violets and oh poor me and or very sensitive, which I honor, then there's still you still have this oppressor victim
because
thing going on.
Socialism.
How do we heal that and help these people with their sensitivity? Which is, you know, obviously it's there for a reason, you know. I'm not trivializing it at all.
And this is what is working itself
Dog has no idea she's on the internet.
And the younger generation
wants
he's
love.
Showing me ages 16 and younger. The younger generation is coming up with even another platform, and he said this is the platform of children that have an openness, and this is neutralization.
Oh, is that
Oh.
what's
He
making
says
them all
that
trans?
this generation is coming in
Oh,
to neutralize
Doge.
a lot of this energy so that
Doge.
we can
Doge,
start
go
to
baby.
see each other on equal playing field, so that there can be more peace, because he says the goal is conversation, not this. He goes,
Right.
think of everything that we've been taught is to be able to have arms and go against each other and to fight. And he says that's not just going to go
Dog
away
has
like
no
that.
worries.
He goes, even though
Nope.
many of us are already in that space where we don't believe that way, and we are existing in a way that is, he says, love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
But he says he's saying how consciousness is, and how every new generation comes in is to help diffuse the generation before and to help heal. And that is
Yeah.
what's happening. But we have to
Good.
remember, as individuals, he says, what are you doing as an individual? He goes, that's where it has to start. How do you handle these things individually? Because that is what will keep rolling out into the collective.
Good. So I think we might have already answered much of this, but here's the next question. Why are they, whoever that is, defensive toward others when you don't agree with them? So now it's like you can't have the difference of opinion and without being attacked. But isn't that how we grow? I've learned from other people's opinions that I disagreed with at first, but then changed my mind.
He says, because he says, if you are identifying with something, and he says it does not matter, let's say, whether that is the actual truth within you or you believe that is the truth. If somebody else is looking at you and saying, I know that's not really true about you, and this is what I think, he says, if that person has
There are
a
no
place in
rules.
them
Hang on,
that
hang on,
it
hang
needs
on.
to be looked at.
We might not like this channel, but this is not real. There is no rules that says you're supposed to keep your hands on a table during a seance. Also, this isn't even a fucking seance. This is not a seance.
Yeah. This is a channeling. It's much, much different.
Yeah. So, no, that's not real.
He says, when you have had healing, when you have healed wounds within you, when something comes towards you, he says, you understand that it's not.
I wonder if we can
about
find a video
you,
of a
it's about
seance,
the other
like a real
person.
seance.
So defend.
There's a lot of like ghost
comes
hunter
from
seances
defending
out
my
there
story,
that you can
what I'm
find.
attached to, what I believe
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So he says that's something.
I might
that
want to
is
watch
very
a video of
common
a
that we
seance
see
instead
when
of this,
somebody
Jennifer. I
yells
have
out
to
a
say.
name or says this
I'm not
isn't
even
true.
joking.
Somebody wants to defend that belief.
Hang
Because
on.
that belief may be attached to many other things as well.
Oh, yeah.
This is making me depressed and angry, and I don't want to be depressed and angry.
Why have
I'm
they
starting to tune it out, actually.
taken
Yeah,
over
me
women's
too.
sports? I
Me
mean,
too,
this is something
actually,
that I
unironically
don't think
I
should
feel
happen.
like-
I mean, I'm a doctor.
Hang
I
on.
know that biological males.
I don't want to dislike Alicia, and this is making me dislike her, and it's not even her fault. It's either the channel or it's the kid.
We're getting into the biological male and female stuff now. That sounds mildly interesting, but I feel like Eric is talking like a lot of the socialist talk, where they just go la la la, meander, meander, meow meow meow, like around things, and then they say things that kind of make you go, oh, that makes sense, but you couldn't say back what they just told you. Like, there's a whole lot of nothing coming out of him right now.
I agree. I want to find a video of a real seance. I want to see a real seance. I don't want to see someone talking about a seance. I want to actually see a seance. Wait, this Darren Brown thing? This guy's like a celebrity psychic, isn't he? Hang on. Let me show you.
Sure.
Emergency edit of the stream. Darren Brown seance full episode. Darren Brown hosts a one-off special which assembles 12 members of the public to do some seance something. Hang on. This might not be our best option, but it's the first one that's come up.
I got 12 scariest Ouija board videos YouTubers caught on tape.
No, I don't know if... Well...
Ghost appears during seance.
I don't know if I don't know if I can watch a video about Ouija boards.
Yeah. Seance gone wrong. Very scary.
All I want to see is a real seance.
Conducting a seance with an expert psychic medium paranormal lockdown. That's only 7 minutes.
A real seance.
And archivist.
Oh, summoning the dead.
Hello.
Is that the type of thing we want to watch? I don't know.
You're gonna have to change the title of your video.
Oh, you can. Well, yeah. Well, that's all right. That's all right. No, you never use a Ouija board. No Ouija boards ever. No Ouija boards.
You got to be very, very trained with them, or at least follow the fucking instructions. But yeah, don't fuck around with Ouija boards.
Yep. No Ouija boards. The most infamous seance in history. Ghost appears during a seance.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Oh, you were watching that one?
No, I just saw that one. The 10 minutes and 52 seconds. What are you doing?
Okay, well, why don't we...
Oh my God.
What is this? Okay. Darren hosts a one-off special which assembles 12 members of the public to recreate a traditional seance. Let's just watch this. Let's just watch this. What could possibly go wrong?
We can make fun of this too.
It'll be fine.
It's an off-the-cuff night.
Actors or stooges.
It's so dramatic.
Very dramatic. It's very British.
It's like Neo meets the Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I like it though. It's got a vibe.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely vibing.
I like the colors.
If you want to take part in this seance, you will need a pen and paper.
We can take
one
part in it?
glass, all the letters of the alphabet on separate slips of paper, or you can use
Oh, wait
Scrabble
a minute.
tiles.
Wait,
And
are
a
we
flat
building
surface
our own fucking Ouija boards? I don't know if I'm that motivated. So does everyone want to take part in the seance? People in the chat can do it. Jennifer, you're the official seance. You're the witch, so this is your responsibility, basically.
I'll tell you what. If anybody participates, you better protect yourself first.
Yeah.
Because
No
if
one
you open yourself up for stuff, be careful what comes through.
If you're high, don't fucking conduct a seance, okay? No seances.
A table.
Jennifer
You'll
is a
have time to
professional.
assemble these later on. Good evening. Tonight we're here at Elton Hall in East London, which until 1983 was used as a training centre for medical students. And since then it's laid abandoned in the middle of a busy street.
Ooh, an abandoned medical
I would
center.
ask you at home to involve yourself in this seance. And I've also invited 12 students from around the
I
country
better get my
to
dogs inside.
participate in
All
tonight's
right,
events.
this.
All right.
Now, the 12 students were chosen by placing advertisements around different universities, and there was a particular sort of person that I was after that would most authentically replicate the sort of people that would go to Victorian seances. First of all, they had to be open-minded about the paranormal. I also held a series of suggestibility tests to choose the people I felt would be most responsive to the idea of a seance. But the temptation at home may be to believe these
don't
people
buy a
are
Ouija board.
stooges, but
That's a
they're
bad idea.
not. They have no idea what's going to happen. beyond
Ouija
the
boards
fact
are
that
not
they're
a
going to
joke.
attempt a seance.
They're that way.
by the end
They're
of
not going to
tonight,
bark at the neighbors.
All but one of
I
these
can't get to
students
them.
will be dead.
Probably for the best.
That's not true. I'd give them about a week. Seances date back to the 1800s, after three sisters by the name of Fox claimed to be able to contact the dead. They toured America with their demonstrations and attracted the rich and famous, and by the end of the century, seances had taken off all over the Western world. Spirits were manifested, tambourines flew, ectoplasm impossibly erupted from entranced mediums. Then, after 40 years of this, rather embarrassed by what they'd started, one of the sisters, Margaret Fox, confessed that they were frauds. The miracles which had started it all off had been a scam. But her confessions made very little difference, and spiritualism continues to appeal to many people today. I don't believe in spiritualism personally. I find it quite ugly, but I am interested in the sorts of techniques used by fraudulent Victorian mediums, and I'm interested to see whether these techniques
I don't
can be
believe
used
it's
to
quite
affect
ugly.
a modern skeptical audience. So let's go meet our guys. Hello, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to Elton Hall. Hope you enjoy your evening. Can you come through with me into this room here? Thank you. You want to sit in the first couple of rows? Okay, thank you. All right, so before we start, I just want to try something very quickly with you. What I'd like you all to do is to have in your mind the name of somebody you know who has died, somebody who's passed on,
Oh, is
and
this?
information about
Hang
that
on.
person. Really have this right in
What?
front of your mind now.
Is he gonna do that thing where he like observes people and he tries to like?
I don't know.
It's like that charlatan thing when they go, "Oh yes, your grandmother Mary, blah blah blah, is saying blah blah something, yada yada," and you know those people that just observe you, or they have someone in their ear giving them facts or whatever. I think he might be a. Who is this guy? Darren Brown.
Is this like a real thing or is this like a joke? Is this like
well,
a
he
prank
said
show?
He doesn't believe in it. Darren Brown, English mentalist and illusionist.
Ah, so this isn't a real seance. What a letdown.
No.
Boo.
Especially if he's like, well, I don't believe in it. It's ugly. It's quite ugly.
All I wanted was a real seance. I can't even have that.
Tricks. Yeah, he's a charlatan.
What about this? Oh, hang on. Wait, Jennifer, I think I found a demon house.
Oh.
Hang on. We're going to figure out that we're only an hour into this episode, so we're going to figure out what to watch soon.
We've got some time.
we have some good leads on what to watch. Let's see.
I have it. Here's a seance. Oh, it's only 42 seconds. Wait, it's a minute and 18 seconds. Meh.
The Exorcist housed a night turned demonic. Is this real or is this like a... Well, this is the most demonic house in New York where they encounter a shadowy figure and a ghost that says it's the... But this looks like a movie. Is this a movie or is this a documentary? Or like some sort of thing?
Like Ghost Hunters?
Yeah, is it like a Ghost Hunters thing?
Oh, yeah, these guys look real pro. Sup, dude?
Well, what do you want? What do you want internet ghost hunters to look like? It looks like it's real.
Let's say I've got a solo seance in my home, 15 minutes, 20 seconds. Overnight, a real conjuring house. Oh, that looks like a total sham. Real seance, 2 minutes. God, these are really short.
Let's see if this is real. Let's see. Maybe this will be like a found footage movie.
Uh-huh.
It'll be like Horror Movie Tuesday, Jennifer. That would actually be fucking great. If they put together, like, I don't even care if this is real or not. If they put together like a good found footage horror movie on the internet, that would be great. Actually.
All right. If this goes up belly up, I have it's 2 hours. We don't have to watch the whole thing. Real scary Ouija board seance in Satanic Attic in Prospect Place. Oh. All right.
That sounds really good. Actually, can we watch that?
Yeah.
Let's do this Ouija board. Yeah, like what could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna save this in my watch later.
Oh, the sound of this is terrible. Good. Oh wow. What my concern with this? Hold on, the demon files. Okay, and the comments are like people are talking about what they're seeing in the videos.
Has anyone talked about being possessed by the video?
Not that I've seen.
That's probably good.
No. There's a woman's voice saying something. See, this is absolutely amazing. I love this. I mean, let's see what it do. Here's the link. Okay. I'm sending it in the messages here, private
We're
chat.
gonna watch the demon possession Ouija board video now.
It's just a demon house, scary Ouija board seance in Satanic Attic, because saying satanic is super cool and scary, and
obviously. Hang on. Yo! Oh, this looks good. Okay. I'm on board.
Okay, so before we start this, I wanted something for everybody. Don't be afraid. White light from above. Well, shut up, Karlyn. White light from above. Remember, white light from above. Fill you up, surround you, connect to the earth. Safe inside your bubble. Safe inside the light. Nothing comes through. You are okay. If you want to be terrified, that's up to you, Justy. I just don't want you to attract any bad, things to you.
Okay, has everyone brought down the white light? Is everyone good? All right, we should start at the beginning.
something or what? Just carry something forward.
Always
Okay,
gotta
we're
go.
gonna go. Okay, we're gonna bring the board up here, and we're gonna do a Ouija session. Fine. I'm calling you
You
out.
said that's crap.
It's your call.
Oh, they're doing one of those sound things. Okay, I see what
Spirit
they're
box.
doing now.
Voice box or a spirit box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
Something we're
spirit
gonna get
box.
you or something.
Yeah,
Did anybody hear that in chat? So it's your call.
I heard
It's
you
like
I had the demon something.
I love those things.
you want us to do it right here.
Bring it.
Rape you. It's a rape.
I said bring it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's go to a Ouija
Change.
session, you guys. It should be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Was it
I heard you.
very freaking wild?
The sound's not perfect, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I was using a 8 suite 60.
AM's usually better than having music. Wait, are we coming back up here?
Dude, you know what I saw? This right here. See this right here? When you were coming around the corner, I could see the light, but something went in front of it and came like right there. I thought it was like either a bat or like I thought but it blocked out this whole because I was looking at this for light. I could see the light bouncing off.
That's tricky, dude. Standard. So should we do that?
Well, we gotta unlock the thing. Hey guys, we're just gonna set up the. We got.
Oh yeah. God bless America. Oh yeah. No.
And you only haven't been is the very tippy top.
It was weird when I first went out there.
Oh man,
The very
I
top?
felt all electronic, like my whole skin was crawling. I didn't want to do it.
It said.
Found my slime.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
Crisis averted.
What
The
was
fuck is that? Banging
You
around.
take something down?
Whoa, come here first. Oh.
Oh, the lens?
Lens? How'd that pop out?
The demon.
I didn't even touch the That, to be honest with you, it sounded like it got slapped at the top of it.
Did you actually go back in the camera and see what happened?
So I'm guessing they're live streaming this experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Yeah, they got Wednesday on the legs. You pull this is
Let's roll with it for a minute.
you know what I mean? This
Maybe
is-
they have timestamps to tell us when good stuff happens. No timestamps.
Ah, boo.
They're like, you just got to go on this adventure with us. All right, fine.
Where are they? Did they say?
Nope.
Just some old
They
house?
said satanic attic.
Yeah. It's just close. Well, they're not in the attic yet.
Well, give them a minute. They're figuring it out.
I knew it was something.
Oh my god, I smell this food. I'm gonna puke like you.
Well, that was really fucking weird.
They're constantly saying kill them.
Where is it? They're probably laying on this side. Still a couple.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at all the cameras.
neato.
Basement, stairs.
Basement well.
Satanic attic. They actually have it labeled satanic. Oh, that's where they just were with the windows. Okay, the windows are the satanic attic. Okay.
Okay.
I wonder why it's labeled satanic attic.
Because it's cool.
Yeah. Chronicle is a found footage horror / superhero movie. Okay, well, I'll check that out at some point. Thank you. I do love a good found footage movie.
I think I saw that. I want to say I did. Yeah, I did see that. Didn't that have Hayden Christensen in it, Naruto?
It can't be a good found footage movie if it has like a celebrity in it, though. It has to be like an unknown person.
He was unknown at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was before he got the Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker role. I think that was him.
Did you ever see Life as a House?
My Life as a House? No, I started it and I DNF'd. I couldn't get into it. I think a friend of mine was like, you got to see that because he's like really good in it. And either we watched the whole thing and I just don't remember because I was like so underwhelmed. I remember going, why was this such a good movie? I don't get it.
I thought it was a good movie.
No, well.
But I understand like piecing out too. I understand why you might.
It was a very dry character study kind of thing, you know, which I mean isn't a bad thing. It's just not necessarily. I think the characters need to be a little more interesting and less emo for me to really get into it.
All right, I'm not gonna be watching this camera stuff all night. Is
No,
this all they do?
Here we go.
Let's go back. Okay, we're back.
I think that was probably for their live audience to see if they spotted anything.
Oh. Maybe I can find where they do the seance. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Found it. Hang on.
Right. Oh, they're up in the attic. I think that's where the cross is.
They're headed there in a couple minutes. Let's see if they have conversation or something to plan the seance. Because I feel like if I fast forward, we're going to find out that they said something that we needed to know. And be like, this would have taken way less time just to watch the fucking video. Don't be such an Aries. Just let the video play.
Where's the important shit? Get on with it.
Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we live too? You can hook it up to.
Yeah.
You can hook it up to a speaker if you want.
Yeah, I got another one.
You can hook it up to this here.
Yeah, let me get the little.
So it's live. Just bring my cord up right behind me. Sean Austin. His thing said Sean Austin's. Yeah.
It's just that constantly says my name.
Oh yeah, it's under the blanket. It sleeps there. What are you looking for?
The board. The Zozo board.
It said my name 3 times. Need holy water?
Yeah, got it. Yeah, this one is it's cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Sean, just follow behind me. To make sure it's clear.
Actually, I don't know if I can actually grab the wires.
Yeah.
Not a crap idea.
That's a really cool staircase.
It was a
Except
cool
for the
picture.
railing.
It definitely looks satanic, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's absolutely satanic.
Oh.
What?
You should grab that and put it next to the board because you go up a little bit.
Sure. Let me just get on free. Okay, got it.
Yeah, James is Gnostic addict, probably.
That place is really weird.
Huh?
That place right now is really
Yeah.
charged.
Who wants to go first?
All right, Toby, so you have to call them out when you get there.
See, it's a bunch of men making it. Hang on. I just want to point out that it's a bunch of men that are making the decision to do the Ouija board ritual in the satanic attic. And if there was a woman there, they probably wouldn't have made this stupid fucking decision because this is inevitably going to backfire. You're doing a Ouija board ritual in a satanic attic, you fucking retards.
Well, and they all sound like bro dudes too, so I'm not sure I'm confident in how qualified they are for this.
I would tend to agree.
It's
Yeah, let them curse themselves.
knocking on hell's door, not knocking on heaven's door.
Like, well, they got to learn somehow. Like, these are the men that want to rule the world. These are the men that want women to be their property.
I don't know if these guys are those guys.
And then you let them make decisions, and they're like, let's play with a Ouija board in a Satan attic. Okay, decision making revoked.
I think they're saying that just for clicks. It's not a Satan attic.
Dude. I thought it was just a little kid.
Me too, Liga?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it too.
He's like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Something's grab at me down here.
Huh?
Something's grab at me.
Uh-oh, something grabbed at him. Uh-oh, claws.
Come on, join us up here. We're gonna have a little game. Something.
it's made by Milton Bradley.
Yeah, something. So this one's made by Fold.
Hey,
By Fold.
The original.
Who's it by? Fold. William Fold. He's the.
Bob will have to tell us if she hears any ghosts.
Yeah,
I feel
real.
the charge again. My lips tingled.
My lips tingled. My lips are tingling too.
Huh? Yeah, good.
Chad's Satanic Bros. Nice, William.
Guys,
What?
very legit.
What'd it say?
There you go. Burn.
Burn. All right, so let's
What
do
you want?
scratch. Let's do scratch. Let's document. We gotta document that we didn't get scratched.
Okay, strip. Okay, are these quads on or no? Can they see that?
Yeah, they can't see them.
Oh.
Tomorrow they'll be able to see them. Everything. All right, so I'm just going around here.
Take your shirt off all the way.
Why are we taking our shirts
By your
off?
shoulder.
To see if there are scratches.
Oh,
This one. All right.
Now,
Nothing wrong.
Show me
thanks
your
for
back.
showing us your happy tail for us.
no.
Oh. Oh, so in case they get scratched, they can say, okay, they weren't there before.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Okay.
This table, this table.
Yeah, show off your bro gut, baby. Woo woo. I got $1.
Loving.
It's like almost.
Oh, you guys look connected.
Yep. Connected by the knee. All right, so 2 index.
This is the Zozo board. Alrighty.
Spirits of Prospect Place. We invite you.
Just
Bless his heart.
What is happening?
We invite you. And we offer Toby to you.
Jennifer's like, no,
We
honey.
are doing this to communicate with you tonight.
It's like, no, children.
And
No.
we're opening up
bro.
ourselves
No.
to you as
Uh-uh.
a form of communication. Feel free to move the planchette around, or perhaps communicate to us so that we can, in a way that we can verbalize what you are, whatever you want us to say.
Dude, I agree with John. It totally
After the
is.
session's over,
Like
then we
Hell
can't
House?
talk to us anymore. You can't have any communication.
What's going to
with us
happen,
until
Jesse?
we
Probably
Yeah.
not a
ask
hell of a
you
lot.
again. Is that understood? If there's anything here, can you say yes or no?
I just heard something over here.
Yeah. If I press down, it sort of stops.
Yes. Do you like the fancy cross on the wall?
I think it's just talking on its own.
Beware.
Ooh, cool.
Beware.
Love that.
Award.
Board?
Award.
Award. Was it an award?
Oh, award.
It's like, no, I do not like the fancy
don't
cross
like it.
on the wall.
What question are you asking?
About the, if you like the cross.
It's like a porn
Is this
shoot.
an easy form of communication for you to speak to us with?
Ghost peen! Yeah! One of my otherworldly creatures books is going to be called Shadow.
That's a really good title.
Let's
No.
keep going.
Shadow.
Yes and no.
Shadow. So it's going to be like a
It's two
ghost
questions. It's
shadow
one of these.
creature.
I like it.
We,
He's like, do you like the
are you related
cross?
to
Are you bored? And I was like, is this easy to communicate?
Why don't you ask if it's human?
You
or
see what I'm
not?
saying? There's like 3 questions there.
Okay. Are you, do you like the cross on the wall?
Ask him if he likes to surf.
I thought you said shadow. Whoa.
Do you like Jägermeister?
Noise right next to the window.
That was a strange noise.
Right next to the window.
I don't think I like
Is that a no?
Is that a no?
You know what's funny is I've been listening to all these Twitter spaces with all these men lately. And it's like they're men posturing about different things, but it's like they're doing men things in men spaces, and you can tell they're showing off for each other. And you start to understand the psychology of what it's like for like that when groups of men are left to their own devices. You start to understand the psychology of what happens.
Men.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. And I'm starting to see the same dynamics already in this video as you see in the male Twitter spaces. And it's so fucking wild. It's like, it really is. It's just like human beings are completely predictable.
Oh, well, the same thing can be said stereotypically for a group of women. We have our little like hen moments, and we are like a group of little chickens, like with each other, and then flocking over here and flocking over there. And men are like, yeah, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I know what this is. I know what that is too. Take this apart in 5 minutes. I can put it back together. They're awesome. Yay. We love them.
Most of the time. Some of the time we love them. Some of the time we do not.
That is true. That is true.
There we go.
Were you ever a human?
My favorite dinosaur is Triceratops. John. Just saying.
What a random question.
I don't know why it was the Triceratops,
Were you
but it
ever a
was.
human being?
Uh-oh, what?
Demon, were you ever a human being? Demon channel. No, he was not a human being. Demon. Confirmed.
Karlyn, did you know you're in John's new book, or that he's writing?
I did know about that. Yes, I did. I was informed. Yep. I'm very honored.
He read it at a writer's circle, and as he was getting through the scene, I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome!
Yeah, I'm honored by the mention.
So were you ever human? Did we get an answer for that? Or are we
Yes,
still...
it was no. It zoomed right over to no.
No!
No, humans.
That was
No
scratch.
men.
That was what?
Oh,
Okay, my cord.
That doesn't mean it's a demon
what did
automatically.
What attracted you here?
That's me.
Oh. Speaking of men.
I'm unwrapping my Christmas
okay.
present.
Oh, you're cool.
Right now. Bear with me for a second.
What attracted you here?
It's always been here.
I like this place. D.
A.
Oh God, do we have to write shit down?
I hope not.
Yeah, did you say? Are you trying to say death?
D-E-A-T. You trying to say death? Yes. It's so dramatic. Ooh.
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Squeezing my head.
I thought someone pulled my cord, dude. That was so weird.
Squeeze harder, baby.
Is it this thing?
Yeah.
Pretty ugly about that.
Do you want to hurt one of us?
Yes.
Yes.
Inflict pain?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Do you want to inflict pain on us?
Yes.
Someone's poking my head.
These men are now representations of all men who have been annoying me.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Pisces. Yeah.
They're all fucking Pisces, exactly.
G.
Oh, thank you, Naruto.
It's an L?
Okay, cool. That's not the one I was thinking of then, but I think I have seen it.
T?
GLT.
So, let me confirm. Is that a GLT?
I feel like someone's like squeezing.
Yeah, we're on the side of the demons tonight.
Really?
Possess them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It's not GLT. What was
Do
it
you know?
next one?
Do you know Zozo? Is
They're
Zozo
calling-
here with us tonight?
They're calling a demon by name. That's not smart.
What's the
They're
phrase
men.
of growl?
True.
That was a growl.
They're men. They're summoning a demon.
Is it not?
Well, what's his name? Was it Zach Baggins? Is that his name?
Not
Yep.
first one.
That
Not the
like
first one.
lets himself get
Second one.
possessed all the
Those are the
fucking
deep growl.
time.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
He's so insane.
Zozo,
Oh my
you
God.
here
He
with us
fucked up
tonight?
his eyesight permanently from one thing that he did.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's probably why he's doing another show, and I started watching it. It was like some like spooky places in history around the world where people are doing seances. It was so
Yeah, it
awful.
was like a hum.
I watched like 3 of them, and I'm like, nope, we're done with this. It was
Did you
so
make any
bad.
noise with your throat just now or no?
No, that's what I just felt something on my arm too. And I keep on feeling this like slight like cool breeze.
Zozo.
What was the GLT question though?
Who do you want to inflict pain on?
Do you?
No, who do you want?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, who do you? Are you a liar?
Yes, obviously. You're talking to a demon, you retards.
you are.
One of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies.
Yeah.
Ooh, pop. Ooh, that was a good
Are you
one.
familiar with the Sally House?
Ooh,
That is a good one, Jennifer.
yes.
Good pop.
Thank you.
You still here?
Uh-oh. Seance over.
Uh-oh, he's done. You're boring, bro. You have to leave a sacrifice now.
That's a functional EMP.
Uh-oh. Do they have to cut off a finger or something?
Yes.
That'd be finger.
Yes.
I had to name drop. I'm not going to say that name. To
Go
get
ahead,
35-year-old divorced Jewish part-time chef to stop hitting on me in an old job. You had to name drop a demon name. Jews every time.
The Gosha.
A bad swarm, actually.
Am I saying that right? Gosha? Gosha?
I'm not saying that name. I'm not saying a demon name.
I don't think it's the name of a demon. I think it's like a type of demons.
Oh.
Name drop Gosha demons. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I know how.
Are there any human spirits?
72 infernal spirits detailed in the Ars Gosha. Goetia.
Any human spirits?
Lesser Key of Solomon. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool, Vashley, actually. That's really neat. Now, how do you friggin' say it? Goetic demons. Neato.
They're trying to figure out if they have like a demon around them or something.
Come over here, coward.
And Justy was asking what our favorite demons are. I really don't know any demons by name.
No favorite demons.
No. Not all of them are bad.
I would rather not have a demon in my life.
Well, they're like, it's just like any other being. There's good ones and bad ones. There's playful ones and tricksters. There's, there's all different kinds of dark and light beings. Goetia. Okay, thank you, Vashley. I almost had it.
To the left of the blue ball. Blue balls. No, thankfully we don't have any of that tonight. Who is 6?
I came in very clearly before. Who is 6? Move the plain chat to answer our questions, please, and stop hurting my head. That's you.
Please stop hurting me, demon.
Ooh, don't touch me there.
Come here, come closer. Answer my question. Who is 6? Just heard a knock. Who is 6? Who is 6?
Who is 6?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Come closer.
Dude, it sounds like it's over there.
They're not asking good questions.
No, they're being fucking men. This is like no one made a fucking plan. They're like, we're just gonna show up with a Ouija board and have a seance in the Satan attic, bro.
Yeah, but you and I, like, if we had done this,
No
we'd be sitting there talking for hours.
Yeah, but we'd at least be able to show up and like ask good questions.
Come in this room.
Men are not talkers.
No.
You're saying lots of negative things before.
It could be 2 different things.
Now he's trying to see. This is such a. He's probably a fucking Pisces, is what he is. He's trying to start an argument. Now he's trying to start an argument with the demon.
We're opening the lines of communication.
Listen, bro, I'm getting pretty tired of you not talking.
Exactly.
You talk to me now.
Here.
Take a Polaroid over here.
Well, I've been trying to get that. I can't get the film.
I got it.
Yeah, I realized that it was like worse than an 80s Transformer.
Well, it's 70s technology. I mean,
See, this is why, like, the TV shows, like Ghost Hunters, had editors.
Yeah. Well, they're live streaming. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. I want to see what happens. I'm open for watching a little bit more.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm sort of hypnotized. It's like watching a dumb boy fish tank.
It's exactly how I feel about it.
With love.
Men trying to figure out how to be psychic. Bless their hearts with love.
With love.
With love.
Let me feel some back here.
They tried.
I want you to write something on these photographs. We're gonna leave them here.
Oh
You can
God.
write us a message on. Write us a message.
It's gonna
You know
come
what?
back and be like an
Love,
X.
You know what
hate,
really pisses off demons?
anything.
What?
Give
When
us a message.
you act like you can control them.
Oh yeah, I
Or-
bet that does. Yeah.
Talk through us. Through
They're like, who the
doors.
fuck are you, human?
Uh-huh.
They're kind of like cats. They're very arrogant. Most of them are. Not all.
Are you
Everybody's
the
different.
original owners, the Adams family, the Coxes? Anybody here that wants us to know something?
Anybody here wants to know? I do. I'm here and I want to know something.
That was footsteps.
Yep. On the roof, it sounded like.
Oh, you got the tower upstairs.
That was right there in the corner.
It's right to my right ear, above us.
We heard over there.
Yeah.
We heard it right there.
Ask the same question.
Are there any members from the Adams or Cox family that need us to leave a message or need us to tell us something?
Ask about the belly.
Go ahead. If you can hear me, can you come closer to me?
I don't know any demons, Just T. I don't know any real ones. I know silly fake ones and fictional ones.
Someone's over there.
I knew some friendly gargoyles once.
Someone's over there.
Which way is that? It's behind us?
Oh, did he already write on the picture?
Um.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The photos are developing, Jennifer.
Oh God.
The Polaroids are developing.
I'm in pins and
Behind
needles.
you, Rick, 'cause I'm feeling something. Not so much now. What is that? What is that?
Let it develop, brah.
Let me see.
It's an actual...
They're having a meeting to try to figure it out when they could just let it wait for another 30
have it.
seconds.
Oh, that noise again. You know what it sounds like, bro?
What's that? Was there anything?
You know, for a lot
Oh,
of
you took it that
cultures,
way?
especially Asian cultures,
Mhm.
everything that's not alive is a demon. So any spirit is called a demon. And so
It's a dick.
See,
It's an alien cock, Jennifer.
oh my God.
It's that
Yeah.
window, right?
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
Ghost peen.
toy truck,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
ball.
So anyway, sometimes it's just a generic name for a spirit. Depends on the culture.
That's cheating.
coming out.
I think it just did.
That
Oh,
is
that is
tarp.
that. Okay. Yeah, it's
What's that white thing?
What is it? Show the camera.
Camera.
But there's this kind of things between the tarp. There's see that?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. I mean,
That could
that,
be
that
coming
could
out.
that could be that. But it looks so distinct.
Yeah, man.
What
that's
did
coming
you
out.
Looks like it's
do?
like-
Oh,
Not tie dye.
Uh-oh. Dog. Dog alert. Dog alert.
oh my God.
Who's that?
That was my stomach.
Oh,
God.
that's scary.
What is wrong with you?
It's laid
What
up here
happened?
for some reason.
Oh my God, it's my rug. This is my rug.
This one is the ball here.
Oh no. Oh no. It's over for
It's
the
like a
dog.
cross
The
on
dog
this
has
one.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
There are little pieces of this rug all over my hallway. This
If there's
fuckers.
anything in here, you're gonna have to make a really loud noise if you want us
Dog
to continue
L.
to use this board tonight.
Or W, I suppose, depending on how you look at it.
I'm gonna count to 3. I want you to make a really loud noise. I don't care who you are or what you are, just make a noise. 1, 2, 3. That sounded like an animal. We're gonna try it again. One more time. Thank you if that was you. I'm gonna count to 3 again.
Make 2 loud noises if they want us to stop playing.
Yeah, make 2 loud noises if you want us to stop playing. One really
I heard something too.
loud noise when I say 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you not that powerful?
What did you do?
Are you weak?
You want to see the guilty faces?
Friends?
Uh-oh.
Bad.
Uh-oh. There they are.
Friends?
Time
Bodie.
to,
Real friends.
time to make them wear a
play with each
sign.
other.
Bodie.
That's how you
Time to make them wear a sign. The guilty party.
And they tore up.
Buddy.
You don't know what you're asking. All my girls. Girlfriends.
Wow.
play.
There's fluff
All
everywhere.
right. So if we're real friends,
Move your butts.
let's play a game.
One, scoot. Move.
I'm gonna.
My baby.
Those
Those
three
there,
noises
those over here, yeah.
That could have been consecutively.
It was settling.
So they're friends.
I'm gonna play a game. Okay.
There you go. That's
There you
our
go.
mic.
Okay.
You know what it actually sounds like? It sounds like someone's flicking their finger on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Keep going. So I'm gonna play a game again.
This is a game called Scratch. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Really good?
I'm
They're
gonna
asking
just-
him to scratch.
Make a line here, an imaginary
Oh,
line.
good.
I
Oh,
want you to fill
no,
it in.
Use your own body, you
Scratching my arm,
dumbass.
Okay.
Men.
Right
Men.
here.
Men. Men.
Men.
Men.
Should be really easy for you to do.
These are the assholes that invented Indian rug burns
Yeah,
and shit like that.
it's true.
The tiny pitter patters. Those are like noise.
Is that a
Arm
mouse?
wrestling.
Mouse?
They just keep finding ways to hurt each other.
Okay.
It's how they bond. It's how they show their love.
Right
Bro,
here
yeah, it
is
is.
my
It has,
arm. I already have a scar here on my wrist.
if you can't make each other bleed or throw up, you're not really good
Continue it
friends.
down to my elbow.
Mhm. I want to see the scar
That's right.
materialize.
Come in here.
Cut
I want-
him.
I
We're
want
all waiting.
scratch.
Friends.
I want blood, damn it!
Blood.
Not enough to kill
Let's
him.
play
Not
with
enough to
each
kill him,
other.
but enough.
Come on, coming up. Come on, come closer.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Demons are not show
Right, it's coming
ponies.
closer. It's footsteps. Coming closer. Come on.
I hope he brought demon snacks. Here, baby, you want a treat?
Jennifer is like so incredulous about the situation.
I'll even scratch
These
you
guys
back.
are stupid.
Scratch my back. I'll scratch yours.
Yeah, it's really dumb, bro.
It's all around us, dude.
This is so much better than that woke video, though. This is
It
great.
is. I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's about as
Scratch
active
my
as
back,
our
I'll
mental
scratch
space
yours.
need to be.
Yeah.
Did anything show up in the pictures?
Well, why the fuck don't you have the camera on his arm? Put the camera on his arm.
Come on, you're letting me down.
Another thing is they need energy, so you have to give
I don't
give
think
them
I like playing
something.
games. I think I'm going to take away all your
mad
toys.
at.
I think I'm going to actually put a big.
There's running.
That's right. I'm going to take away all your.
Threatening the demon. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
they're
real good
going to
idea.
punish him because he's a bad
I'm
demon.
going to take away
Yeah.
all your toys.
They don't know who they're talking to. They don't know that it's a demon,
I'm going to take them all away,
and now he's being a butt.
and I'm going to burn them.
Yeah, man. Like, the men. It's gonna go great for him.
I'm gonna burn your toys.
So
You're a bad father.
I think I'm going to put a bigger cross here. I can still see some of the markings. Yeah, I still see it.
Is the other infrared camera on? No.
See, not all entities are harmful.
Yeah.
Let's get to do something nice, like move a candle flame or something like that.
Tomorrow we're going to go down to the church. We're going to have a priest come out here. He's going to do a little sermon.
Oh,
And
brother.
then we're going to actually make the whole room a cross.
Yep, men.
How would you like that?
What in that window area were we saying? Yeah. I don't know. Get it.
I heard it again.
I heard that too.
What is that, though? What is that hitting us? Who are the evil spirits that are contained in this room? This room was supposedly once painted blue. It's not painted blue anymore.
Fuck.
What was that?
What was that?
Those two knocks.
That was like.
They need better microphones.
Yeah, real.
Like you can't hear the ambient sound, and you can't hear them very well.
That was really loud.
That almost sounded like something might be knocked over. Well,
Not to me.
Yeah, this is how you get followed home. Yeah, exactly.
Good point, Chris. Yeah.
It's all fun and games until you
At
you
least I'll
bring
see
a
you
demon
are.
home with you and you
Yeah.
can never get it to leave.
Yep.
So I can either be nice to you.
you put your hands
I mean, after all, we are friends.
You're not friends though.
You're- No.
I'm having an issue with how disrespectful you're being.
Yeah, no, I agree. This
Yeah,
guy
we're gonna stop
doesn't get what
this
he
then.
deserves.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to bring the priest. up
Take pictures of
tomorrow.
your scratched man
We're gonna
bun
take an
body
alternative approach
when you get home.
Yeah.
with you.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
What we have here is a disconnect. Paranormal disconnect. It's okay. We'll take another route tomorrow.
You know, if they're making a living off of this, it
Cody's
gives me
kinda
an
big to throw,
idea.
but you can throw me
Yeah.
on lighter.
Yeah, you should go do this, Jennifer. Drive around to be a ghost hunter.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We hear noises down below. Maybe they can just make more noises down below. Those are interesting.
They're gonna wait till you go to sleep. It's gonna happen.
What was written on this wall?
What was that? Is your box on?
Yeah, it's like being quiet.
Box.
The red light's been going on, but it hasn't said anything. I feel like
What was that?
That's someone's
What was
stomach?
What was that?
I've been hearing voices.
yeah.
Is that you?
No, that was just a vibe. Was it? Hey,
Was it your stomach?
Please. That wasn't
turn,
you?
turn again. Turn again. I just want to make sure it was your chair. Turn like you did, like this.
Oh, in the wire?
Yeah. That,
Wiggle.
That was like a hey.
yeah. I heard it. I thought it was you.
I heard it a couple
I was
times
just
already.
explaining, like, I think there's something.
Anyway, hey,
I think so too.
That was
we got on here. It was marked.
cool. Can you make that noise again? Maybe we don't have a disconnect. Say hello, please.
Should we try the EVP?
Yeah, let me just try one here. Look.
Let's do some hate tell.
Anyway. Can you make that noise again?
Oh, it's my stomach. The second one.
I think it's your stomach, dude.
Can you make that noise again?
What?
What? Oh, it's my stomach. The second.
Yeah, so what did it say? It said something.
Try talking said noise.
Ask if there's a demon up here.
He
Is there a
sounds
demon
so
up here with us?
He sounds so bored. Is there a demon up here?
What did you say? Something?
Yeah, my hat. I want to. My hat made a noise.
Is there a demon up here with us?
Yeah.
Go back. No, play again.
Yeah, my hat. I want
My
to.
hat rubs the mic.
Right at the beginning.
Is there a demon up here with us?
Yeah.
What is that in the
Is
beginning?
there a demon up here with us?
Maybe it's not a demon, it's something else. What was that?
Yeah, my hat. I want to.
Let's do another one. Just ask again.
Is there a demon up here with us? Is there anybody up here with us?
That was behind you.
Was it a squawk?
Yeah, play back. Yeah, it was like a.
Is there a demon up here with us? Is there anybody up here with us?
That right there.
That's what I heard.
That was behind you.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
a class A right there.
What is
With a
wait,
full sentence too.
really?
It sounded like a female to me.
Wait.
Is there a demon up here with us? Is there anybody up here with us? That was behind you.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Yeah. All
I
right.
saw something a shadow in that light.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna do it again.
The
but don't-
window. You got the laser thing?
It's not shadow on the wall. You just got a shadow on your. You just got a shadow on your picture.
Really?
I guarantee it. Right when you snapped on the
I
flash.
tried to do it like I did.
Oh, okay. It's a bat. Yeah.
No, I saw a shadow on the wall when he snapped.
Whoa, it's a bat. It's a bat. It's a bat.
I'm fucking terrified. Dude, let's see a bat fly into someone's mouth. Dude. The hell with that. I'm out of here.
Wait, but we've established that somebody's here. I think.
Wait,
Yeah, bat.
Yeah,
A
bat.
bat.
Batman.
Was the bat making the noise?
Might have been.
Batman's here.
They make high pitched noises. No, I'm seeing movement in the mirror. Who's it?
That was a class A EVP.
There's a shadow man on that picture on the wall. I saw it as you snapped the photo.
Said factors.
Okay, we need to do one more EVP, guys.
All right.
And if we hear something, don't say anything. Let's play it out in case it starts talking. All right, here we go. Everyone, be quiet.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What?
That was a bat.
Oh.
Oh.
You ready? Is there anybody up here with us?
Is there anybody up here with us?
Look at that.
Tomorrow we're gonna bring a priest in here to bless this place. Is there anyone up here?
Yo.
Is that what you want us to do?
Why are we looking at their knees?
That's a good question. Men.
What was that?
You see that light?
Men want to be allowed to make decisions and they don't even know where to point the video camera.
And it literally flew over here.
Show us your junk.
It's about like a
Yeah.
It's the bat. It's the bat.
It's that.
Tomorrow we're gonna bring a priest in
I saw
here
light over
to
here.
bless this
What
place.
the fuck? This is trying to look like I'm terrified of this.
Is that what you want us to do?
They see in the dark, so just they won't come over if they know you're here. You know what I mean? They think we're rocks.
What was that? You see the light? What the fuck is that? Well, I don't
That's the best one. Well, guys, I'm Miss Valentine. Communication wants to.
We should have had CG. We're only fine. Batman communication will take place tomorrow.
The holy water fell from my. They can leave the Ouija board up here. Maybe.
No, I want to take it down, wrap it up.
Yeah. Keep it. Really? Is that precious to you?
I want to keep it from getting infected.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Infected with what? Bat dung?
bat dude.
You don't want to leave the board, I think. Is there a light? Whoa.
I'm just leaving it like this. Yeah, thing's doing zigzags, bro.
Where does it live? How come it doesn't go outside?
This is it. This is the belfry.
See that?
Whoa! Hey, I'm telling you, you need to move and they'll know you're there.
Whoa! What does bright lights do? Whoa!
It's oh my god! It's possessed.
No, take the cord. I'll take ghosts.
Oh my god! It does need a vest.
What did it say?
Records.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So that was entertaining for some people.
In the back, wanted to.
Yeah. Didn't you close the door? Yeah, we closed it.
This is so amateur. It's killing me.
I know, but I can't stop watching.
Really?
I want to know what's gonna happen.
Well, see, that's how they get you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's 4:00 p.m. We're gonna get some these.
All right, men. Are you doing any more seances or anything cool?
See you
We're
tomorrow.
an hour into this? Okay, it goes back to the cameras.
Yeah, same that time.
And it watches the cameras for a long ass time. Is that it? That's it? It literally just goes back to the cameras, Jennifer. That's it.
I think somebody said at like 1 hour 40, you hear a woman's voice say go, but I'm not sure if I read that time frame right. I don't think they have any audio.
It doesn't have any audio. Damn. That's it? That's it. That, you know what? You know what, Jennifer? It doesn't need to be the most successful night of DISENRAGE. It doesn't. The story is not like the videos are not what matters. It's the friends we made along the way. All right.
It's true. I sent you a grand finale if you're interested.
Oh yeah. What's this
15
one?
minutes, like
okay.
the scariest 15 or 12 scariest since we've devolved to this.
Supposedly
Yeah,
turn to
Ouija
the
board.
afterlife for
Let's do it.
answers. Though as these YouTubers have found, you may not always like what's waiting to be found on the other side. Number 12. A YouTuber named Stromedy and his friend journey into a maze of tunnels deep underground to conjure the spirit of a girl who supposedly had her life forcibly taken down there long ago. They don't appear to be very serious in the beginning, but their attitude soon changes when they think they've summoned a relatively friendly spirit named Abby. Then roughly 9 minutes into the video, they feel another presence enter, and this happens.
Oh, dude, we're doing figure eights again.
What?
Can you stop?
No.
Can you please?
Holy.
That's freaking. That's creepy. I'm gonna ask it. Whoa!
They briefly consider leaving, but then Kyle volunteers to look through the middle of the pointer instead. Earlier, Abby said whoever does this will be able to see her true form. Kyle bravely puts the pointer to his eye and peers into the unknown.
Pa, you there, bro? Pa. Dude, seriously. Dude.
Let's just go. Let's go back. I know what you mean now. Let's go back.
Did you see her? What'd you see?
Let's go grab the board and let's go.
I
That's
think his
from-
reaction seems fairly
that's an
genuine.
old
but
Ouija
let me know
myth.
if you agree
Yeah.
or not.
Flick it through the placard.
Number 11. Beyond this fence lays an abandoned asylum that a YouTuber named TGF Bro and his friends badly want to explore. The inside looks like a tattered mansion on the verge of collapse. Strange noises follow them as they progress deeper into the interior of the asylum.
This is dark. Did you get that on camera?
When they get deep enough, TGF Bro pulls out a Ouija board and begins directing questions to whoever or whatever is near.
If there's anybody there, please move the triangle to yes.
The group hears a loud bang directly behind them, and they all take off. I noticed that the third person was off camera though, so maybe that person made the commotion and then acted scared. Then again, old asylums are supposed to be notoriously haunted, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Ouija board really did bring spirits near. Number 10.
I gotta know
A
what's going on with
YouTuber
his
named
voice.
Danny
I know.
Willand9 records some very strange happenings during a candlelit Ouija session. About 6 minutes into the
Why are
video,
you
the
putting
pointer
candles like
begins
that on
going
shag
wild,
carpet?
seemingly
Oh my
on its
God.
own.
You're hitting the what a horrible idea.
Bro, it's making a figure 8, bro.
They try to
Idiot.
end the session multiple times, but apparently each time the spirit refuses to let them. The spirit eventually reveals itself to be named Abigail. They ask it to physically reveal itself a few times, but nothing happens. So they
Those are
decide to
tea
try and
lights.
end the session.
Like this
Abigail,
tall. They're
however, seems to have other
such a
plans
fire
for them.
hazard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not letting me push down, bro. Bro, it's not letting me push down.
What do you mean?
It's not letting me push down to goodbye.
Finally, the force holding back the pointer is released, and they're able to move it over goodbye. I honestly can't tell if Danny was doing this himself or if his spirit was doing this instead, so I'm interested in hearing your thoughts as to the authenticity of this video. Number 9. Robin Adri is the name of a YouTube channel with an interesting Ouija board experiment at 3 a.m.
Is there any spirits out here that would like to contact us?
They try to get the ghost to spell its name, but the session gets off to a bad start after they complain about how slow the ghost is at spelling. This seems to aggravate the spirit, and it asks
Oh
to speak with Rob's twin brother
my
Steven by spelling its
God.
name over and over again.
You
The
fucking
spirit
retard.
goes on to profess that it does not have good intentions for his brother Steve.
That's man.
Do you want to hurt Steven?
Yes.
Yes. Let's hurt Steven.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
After a while, the Ouija board stops spelling Steven long enough to spell out Zozo instead. They
Oh, we're
eventually
back to
end the
Zozo.
session properly
Okay.
and even get assured that they will be
What's the
left
deal
alone
with
in the
Zozo?
future.
You said
All
that
right,
you
I'm
will
looking
not
it up.
haunt us, right?
Zozo.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
But it seems as though Zozo may have been luring them into a false sense of security.
Okay, you wanna
As they
pause
are
it?
leaving, they see a
right.
rattlesnake near.
What is the deal with Zozo?
Zozo is often referred to as a Ouija board demon, a malevolent entity
Oh.
said to be encountered through the use of Ouija boards. It is believed to be a demonic entity capable of causing poltergeist activity and potentially possessing individuals. Zozo is known for impersonating deceased individuals and exploiting human fears and insecurities. Yeah, Ouija board summoned, exploit fears. Let's see what else this thing says. This sounds like a... This sounds... Because, like, okay. there's not a demon of the Ouija board. So this sounds like a myth? Yeah,
myth?
Like urban legend kind of a thing. Oh, we've got Zozo. We must have Zozo. That's funny. I'm trying to think, what was the name of the demon from shit, now I can't think of the name of the movie. My brain is dead. Was it Pazuzu? The name of the demon from the the chick that throws up the pea soup. I love that movie so much.
Exorcist. Something like that. It started with a B.
Yeah, like it was something silly too, like Pazuzu's, which sounds a lot like Zozo to me. I don't know. I think it's something going on in the collective consciousness.
And it seems to be paying special attention to Steven. Rob and Adri are convinced that Zozo was sending them a warning sign in the form of a serpent, but I think this could also just be a coincidence. Let me know what you think. Number 8, a YouTuber named Chaos Prodigy and his friends gather around a Ouija board deep in the woods late at night. They are completely alone and surrounded by nothing but wilderness as they place their fingers on the pointer and invite any nearby spirits to guide them. Not much happens for a while until they ask if a spirit is around and get a sarcastic no in response. The spirit is in the middle of spelling its name when all of a sudden they are interrupted by something off camera.
What is that?
Navia?
Navi. Navi.
What the? Say goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
There's some sort of banging noise in the distance, and that's enough of a reason for them to end the session early. This video is uncomfortably way too short to tell if they were hearing something paranormal or just some local wildlife. Maybe if they had stuck around for longer, they could have had more questions answered, but at the same time, I can't exactly blame them for leaving as fast as possible. Number 7. Jessie Sims and her friend use a Ouija board only to discover they are surrounded by 3 spirits. She claims to get dizzy and asks if it's a good spirit she's talking to. The spirit gives them a negative response, so Jessie fights her panic and asks,
Is this Zozo?
Oh, come on.
The pointer stays over no.
Oh, come on.
It's not Zozo after all. Still, they both have a bad feeling, so they decide to ask,
What do you want from us? Shut up.
You, the ghost responds. A short while later, Jessie's
I swear
nose begins
ghosts
to
are like
blush
totally
red.
punking most of these
Number
kids.
6.
Yeah.
A YouTuber
really
named
think so.
Hunting the Dead dares to play with a
100%.
Ouija board inside of his own home. Aside from using the board itself,
I
he also has a
fucking
ghost
would.
hunting device which scans
Oh, yeah.
different frequencies.
You don't want to get
for
me
any
through a
signs of the
Ouija board. You'll
paranormal.
never
Begins
sleep
asking
again.
questions out
That's
loud,
just good
and
fun.
it isn't long before he gets a fairly clear response.
Is there evil in this home?
Yep.
The spirit then begins
Yep.
highlighting the same
That's gonna
number
be
3
me.
times in a
Yep.
row.
There is. Yep. There is
6.
evil in the hope. Yep.
Holy
Uh-huh.
6.
Hunting the Dead soon finds out exactly who the spirit is and what it wants.
Zozo, do you want to attack me?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's on yes. It went off.
Yeah.
Shortly afterwards, Hunting the Dead begins to feel gravely ill and needs to go to the
Gravely
hospital. Number 5. Ashley
Sweet.
Ortega and her friend Corey are making a video about how to play with a Ouija board. Ashley claims to have some bad experiences
Jennifer,
with
we
the
need to go on a
board
ghost
before
hunt and do a
and is
seance. I'm
hesitant
just
about trying
Yes.
it again.
But when we're closer, we
Curiosity
can go
gets the best
to
of her, and they
Salem
start
together.
asking
Yeah, that'd be
questions.
pretty great.
After a while, they think they're communicating with an 84-year-old male spirit who refuses to provide much information. It seems to select letters at random or doesn't respond at all, but Ashley knows something is near and starts shaking. It then correctly tells Ashley how old she is and says that it watches her.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
I watch you on
I'm
YouTube.
done. I'm done.
Oh my
They continue
god.
to ask for more information and get some predictions about Ashley's future. It's impossible to verify if these predictions will come true or not. However, this does happen shortly before they conclude the session.
Nose is bleeding. Your nose is bleeding.
Yeah, this is so real.
Let me know if you've had anything similar happen to your nose while
No.
playing with a Ouija board. Number 4. A YouTuber named Maximus and his friends are playing with a Ouija board in the shed. At first, they can't stop goofing around for long enough to take it seriously, but as time goes on, they start to concentrate more on the board and less on making jokes.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arms up.
Why?
Cause it.
What?
Yo.
No, that was you. Is that not you? No.
They laugh wildly to cover up the mounting tension as they realize a ghost might actually be near. Unlike most of the videos, nothing happens for a long time, and the pointer stays completely still. They go back to making sarcastic jokes until another
That
event gives
haircut,
them
bro.
pause.
Yeah,
Standing next to Frank Tilton.
Are you Frank Tilton?
When was he born?
Stop playing. Stop.
Oh my god, no way! That actually like fell.
Oh,
They are still
You see
acting
that?
like they don't care very
like it's
much,
shot
but they
across the
decide to
table.
leave the shed
Oh.
just in case something is watching them. There's something about this video and their excitedly skeptical reactions that seems very genuine to me. Number 3. A YouTuber named Jeff Saxton is playing with his Ouija board all alone one Friday night. He asks if any spirits are around him and immediately gets a positive response. He contemplates quitting but decides he owes it to his viewers to keep going.
Well,
He's
like,
in
why
the
would you
middle of
get a
asking
Ouija
some
board if you
routine
didn't want to
questions
contact
when all
spirits?
of a sudden this happens.
What the? Yo, guys.
Ow.
What the hell just
His
happened?
pointer slips
Totally
away
valid.
and something knocks over
Yeah.
his camera. Jeff Saxton
Oh my
steadies the
God.
camera and refocuses it on 3 tiny claw marks, now adorning his right arm. It's hard to say if these are fresh marks or just old scratches from a cat or something like that, so give me your best guess as to whether this video is real or fake. Number 2.
I don't buy it.
After
Come
a full
on.
day of hanging out with his
No.
friends and joking around,
He got a cat
Mikey
scratch. It
Mouse
was like,
decides
bro,
to
it's
get
just only the
serious
Ouija
and
board.
play with
Yeah.
a Ouija board in a supposedly haunted tunnel at the local state park.
We're gonna try to contact the spirits that lay here, that live here, and that haunt this area. And
Things don't go exactly as planned. He and his crew spend most of the night dodging park rangers, and it's already 5 in the morning by the time they set up. Cars also still drive through this tunnel, so, aside from getting busted by rangers, they are also worried about getting run over. What's really weird is how a car comes by literally every time Mikey asks if any spirits are near.
are there any spirits here that would like to contact us? Hear another car.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
It's
Why
like
would
when
you
you're
dare
playing
not?
soccer in the street, you're like, far, you
This
gotta
happens
go.
on about 3 or 4 separate
That's exactly. It's like
occasions,
you gotta
and I
move
have
the
to
goal
admit
out of
that
the
the
screen.
timing was quite
Yeah.
odd. Anyway, they are becoming a little frustrated by the suddenly high volume of traffic and decide to ask a question one more time. At the far end of the tunnel comes an unexpected response that leaves them terrified.
I don't understand why we're not getting answers. I'm getting so nervous.
I keep hearing things. I hear
Is that a car?
No way.
What? Oh,
Dude.
They peel out of the tunnel without
Yeah, okay.
properly ending the
Oh, God,
session.
was
that
by
a woman
greeting
in
over
white?
goodbye.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
means that
okay.
whatever they summoned
Yeah.
was never returned to its own realm, or at
Yeah.
least that's what
Oh,
happens
yeah,
according to the Ouija
Yeah.
legend.
That's definitely
Either way, let me know if you think Mikey and his friends really did summon a
Definitely
ghost,
real.
or if it was just someone they knew wearing a
It's a
costume. Before
ghost.
we get
Yeah,
to
it's a
number
ghost.
1,
Yeah.
my name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious
I'm
about what I
enjoying
look
your
like in real
narration.
life,
Yeah.
then go
Oh,
to my
man.
Instagram at DylanIsChillin' and
Burn
tap that
Dylan
follow
is
button to
chillin'.
find out. I'm currently doing a super poll on my Instagram. If you
poll.
believe ghosts are real,
Oh.
then go to my most recent photo and tap the
This is
like
so
button.
complicated in
If
so
you
many
don't,
steps, and I just
DM me saying why. When you're done, come right back to this video to find out the number 1 entry. Chills merch
Everybody
is
go
now
do it.
available.
Why don't we just go to the
and I'm
number 1
gifting
entry? What the
viewers who
fuck?
start to
What the
be
fuck?
there
What
new
the
Self
fuck?
promo. Self promo.
Apparently, every
Can't hate.
Thursday.
God.
Number 1, a YouTuber named Jerry Wells and a housemate sit across from each other while playing with a Ouija board. Apparently, they have been experiencing strange paranormal disturbances around the home for some time, and now they're turning to the Ouija board for answers.
We're going to try to find out what's in this house.
I don't know how else to try to contact it. We've got to find out what it wants.
What is
See
it?
if I can get it to wave a swat.
Look closely, and you can see the board quivering unnaturally as they speak.
Or tell us what you want, what it'll take to leave me and my family and our home alone and never return. We're tired of this. Just tell us what you want.
Jerry Wells
us
asks
what
what
you
it
want, boy.
wants, and BLOOD is the
Scratchy.
reply, followed by a metaphysical reaction.
What do you mean?
You got a pretty mouth. Blood. Oh, it says blood.
This
It
is
wants
fake,
blood.
and I have no idea how they did this. You can clearly see underneath the
Watch his
table the entire
knees. If
time.
anybody hits
So it's
it.
not magnets, and I don't see a string either. If you don't believe this is paranormal, then let me know how they managed to make the board shake and jump straight into the air. The legend of Slenderman has many different origins, but it always
All
involves
right.
a
Oh,
long
he's
limb.
coming his next
faceless
video.
creature.
Yeah,
All right.
Slenderman is cool. I
All
like Slenderman.
All right. You know, Jennifer, I think that was probably a really good way to end this episode, and a list of 12 fake fucking scary.
Well, I have to say, this has been a train wreck of
Everything was a fail tonight. Everything failed. We failed on literally every possible level we could fail on.
It was so good. It was so good.
But we made friends along the way.
Yeah.
Not every episode can be a W, okay? Some have to be L's. It's just the way it goes. W does not exist if L does not exist.
You have, well, what do we always say? You have to appreciate the hard times. You have to go through those to appreciate the good times. But it's fun though, honestly. My brain is dead. Your brain is dead. We've had a long, few days, the both of us. And I actually had a blast just watching something really fucking stupid and making fun of it. That was such my jam tonight. I think it was perfect.
Yeah, I think this was actually a really productive episode, and we should do this again every once in a while. It's just like have no fuck off plan when we're coming in like, no, this is stupid. We're gonna do something else now, and then
just look through videos.
We just go down the rabbit hole, and we end up doing nothing of value, but that's okay because we made friends along the way.
I feel like that's a song or something.
I don't know.
In my head.
I don't know. That's all I have. I have nothing else. Do you have anything else you want to say?
God.
It's over. Show's over. That's
I
it.
actually do have a couple things I have to pull up to show you. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was really fun. I have to say that was a good time. We get like so serious sometimes, and it's really nice just to, for a night. It's been great. This was great.
We were all broken over the weekend, and now we're back. Yeah, we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
I know,
Exactly.
right? Oh my gosh. All right. Oops. Oh, I'm doing too many things. My brain hurts. I'm trying to pull stuff up while I'm listening and engaging, and multitasking is really hard for me right now. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about movie night.
Oh, good. Movies.
Yes, movie night is good. Oh, hold on, I actually am setting up a couple things. I have to copy this. Don't mind me. I'm doing stuff that's super important. Super important.
I know.
Would you do me a solid, my darling, and post this in the chat if anybody wants it? This is okay. So what this will take you to is the form to fill out if you would like to do an ARC read of my new book coming up. This is for the Seed Bearer, and it is a sci-fi romance, steamy, of course, spicy, yes. And it has been compared to a Handmaid's Tale in space.
Handmaid's Tale in space?
Yeah. That's what my beta readers were like. This has strong Handmaid's Tale vibes. And someone else said Handmaid's Tale in space. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking using that. That's great. What ARC, if you don't know what an ARC reader is, ARC readers, it stands for Advanced Reader Copy. And I send you a copy of the book. I have EPUB, which is just an electronic book, and I have a PDF. this will take you to a form to fill out, and then I will shuffle your information into BookFunnel. BookFunnel will email you, and then you can download copies of my book for free. And but there's a price, and the price is that you leave me a review on Amazon, honest review, please. And that is all. That's what ARC readers do. So I figure I'm doing the ARC reader like fucking whoring out right now. So because I'm kind of desperate. So like, if anybody's interested in a free book from me, this will be my 7th book published, and I'm really excited about it. It's my first science fiction romance.
Cool.
And it's super fun. Will you do a dramatic reading of an excerpt?
Yeah,
now?
do a dramatic reading next week, Jennifer.
Oh, no, he said now. I don't know. Next week. I also have. I might do maybe a minute, but I don't know. I don't want to take up too much time. I don't want to.
Why don't we do it next week and you can pick out a good passage?
Well, I know it there. I have something to show you though.
Oh, good.
I'm not reading a sex scene if that's what you want, Just T. I'm not that easy. I may read an excerpt next week. That would be really fun because it is my week to pick.
Yeah, it's your show.
Next
can
week,
make it all alien sex all the time.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do either shamanism or the first religion, first pantheon.
Let's
Very
do the
possible.
first religion. I want to do the first religion. I'm interested in that.
I've seen some really cool shit about it. So, okay.
If I have a vote. I mean, you can do whatever you want, obviously, but...
Okay, hold on. I am trying to pull something up to show you, and for some reason, I can't share my screen with what I want to share my screen with. And I keep hitting the wrong buttons, which is not helping me. Okay, here we go.
Everything is broken.
Everything is broken. I thought I hit... Isn't it? Oh, present. Do you know what was happening in my brain? I was reading that as preset.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not there. That's not where it is. Maron. Okay. This is only giving me Google Drive. Why is it doing that? Ooh, window. There it is.
Don't show us your porn. Don't show us the porn, Jennifer.
I don't have porn on this computer. They're all on my laptop. It's totally fine. All right. So are we seeing
The Seed Bearer
by JLD? That's me.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Seriously? Seriously? Can you make it bigger? I can't read it. I got another book dedicated to me? Oh, if we hadn't watched wacky videos about the Anunnaki and their breeding programs, this story would never have come to be. Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's
because
legit.
this was supposed to be called The House of the Golden Bed. And then Jennifer changed the name, but it was my idea to write a novel about the House of the Golden Bed. Based on the Anunnaki videos where the Anunnaki was bedding every human in existence before biting off other man's dicks and stuff like that.
That did happen. Yeah.
It did.
And they fucked everybody. Jesus. Enki and Enlil were like making. And then I have, let me see if I can. Let's see.
They were begatting. They were begatting.
They were begetting all over the. Here it is, the golden bed. See?
Oh, the golden bed made it in. Okay, excellent.
And chapter 13, which is the lucky number, right before spreading the flower. I can't imagine what that could possibly
I love it.
be about. Yeah.
This is the DISENRAGE book 1 right here.
Yeah. So this is what you will see when you get a copy of the book. You'll get it. It'll look just like this, and it goes through. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show you everything, but it is, like I said, it's science fiction. If I close this, does it just automatically shut up? Yes. Okay. Cool. So yeah, if you guys want to read a free copy of my book, you have to read it by a deadline. The deadline is July 31st, and you must give me an honest review. I ask for honest reviews. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. If you don't finish it, though, I ask that you don't leave a review, but you are free to let me know what you didn't like, because I am always interested in hearing people's opinions. So
cool.
Anyway, movie night.
Well, congrats on the book, Jennifer. Thank you for the dedication. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
This book is dedicated to all of us here at DISENRAGE with the House of the Golden Bed and the alien dick and
for sitting with us for something like 9 hours of Anunnaki stuff.
Yeah, that was all. I almost went back. I was like, should we do Lumeria tonight? Should we do the Emerald Tablet tonight? This is a process I went through in my head. But no, we landed on this.
We did Lumeria, but it wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't totally satisfied.
I wasn't. That's what I was thinking. I was like, we need to do a better Lumeria, because I'm like still not even clear on what Lumeria is.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I know what because I lived there for, because it was there for several hundred years. I mean, I've had lifetimes there. I'm sure you have too. Many of you have. I mean, a lot of us are way older than we think we are. But what I remember of it is not exactly what I see in some of these documentaries. And I'm like, where did they get this shit? Because what I remember of Lemuria, when I hear a channeler talking about it, that's what I remember. They talk about, but I've never seen it in a video. I haven't seen anybody, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know where to find like the best stuff. Anyhow, so the first religion next week, that sounds really cool. I'd love to do that. And then for Sunday on movie night, my loves, we have finally pushed through Jolly June, and we are into Patriotic July. We did do Mama Fire's birthday request last Sunday because we had a delay. So we have a limited Patriotic July this month. I do this every year. I am an unashamed patriot, even though this country is fast sledding its way to hell. It's going quick. But I love what it stands for. So I've got Forrest Gump coming up for us this Sunday. And then I have other movies coming up like Dave, Postman, Platoon, Saving Private Ryan, and Blazing Saddles that I'm probably going to be having to put into polls since we only have a couple more weeks left in July. And then we're going back to school in August. And let's see what our big daddy Mac has for us on Mac's Mad Monday.
Wait, are we doing back to school month in August?
Yes.
Can we watch School Ties?
School Ties?
I feel like I would have a different perspective on School Ties now than
I have not seen that.
I might be more endorsing of the anti-Semitism in School Ties now than I was when I read.
I'm typing it in. There we go. All right, so
School Ties is a great movie, though.
I don't think I've seen it. For back to school, I've got like 16 Candles, The Graduate, Caddyshack, Revenge of the Nerds, Animal House, that kind of stuff.
School Ties is great. It's with Brandon Fraser, and he's a Jewish student at a boarding school, and they catch him wearing his Star of David, and then they start being anti-Semitic to him because he was brought in to be the star football player, and they don't like Jewish people at the Catholic boarding school or the Christian boarding school or whatever, and so they harass him and all this stuff. It has Matt Damon and Ben Affleck in it when they're very young.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really? I feel like we need to see this movie.
It's a great movie. I haven't seen it in a long ass time, but it's a great movie.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll have a Jennifer pick. We'll do School Ties for you, Karlyn, and then we'll have a couple of polls. And August is going to be a crazy month for me because we're going to get ready to put our house on the market on the 1st of September.
Man.
So,
and let's make sure we do Mac B's. I feel like I disrupted Mac B's.
Mac B's Magical Monday movie night. He is getting into James Bond for July. So he is doing From Russia with Love. And which actually... I like that movie a lot. I'm not a huge James Bond fan, but I believe that is Roger Moore, and I do love Roger Moore, even though I hear he's very unpopular with most people. He's the one I kind of came into James Bond with, so it's a good one.
Cool. All right. So movie night is always in the supporter Discord, guys. Jennifer hosts movie night on Sundays. MacB hosts movie nights on Mondays. And so definitely if you're a supporter on the Substack or on all the other things, get into the supporter Discord. Come join us for a movie night. And I guess if you don't, we'll be back here next Tuesday and we'll be talking about the first religion, and hopefully it'll be much better and well prepared than tonight was. But you know what? It turned out perfectly. It happened exactly as it should have.
I have found some videos that are kind of short. So if I run out of material, I'll see what else I can do to kind of stay on the same topic.
Cool.
Might be interesting.
All right. Well, that's all we have, guys. I guess have a good night, and we'll see you guys when we see you. All right.
Bye, guys.